It's the Fife Flyers in town tonight, but the Steelers didn't fly high last Saturday. They barely got off the runway. They recovered from a 2-goal deficit, then crashed back down to earth with a 3-2 defeat. Sunday night was a much smoother ride, despite the turbulence of falling behind again, and a Josh Pitt hat-trick piloted the team to victory. Robert Dowd is still grounded with an injury, and Fife have all 4 of their 30 goal scorers from last season still in their crew, so they have the potential to further delay the Steelers' home season from taking off. Got a stick handle through neutral ice, it's all a little bit crowded in there. The Steelers will now spring back the other way. Bit of a tangle going on behind the players. The Steelers play the puck to the top of the crease and some gloves are off. Meanwhile, the puck was in on goal, and it's Shaber who's got the gloves dropped with Phillips. And the punches are coming in, and that's the hit that caused it.
Good for him.
Nothing too much has really landed yet. There are a couple of big swings, and it all rather dies down in the end. But it was the hit on Brown, and the Steelers are always going to go and protect their youngsters. And David Phillips and Chase Shaber have some sitting down to do. One's back on his skates and feeding it across to the far side. That was a good outlet pass. Flyers move in. The shot is blocked before it gets to whistle. Played into a dangerous area where only Buzzio is waiting. Steelers spring forward. Trying to feed it across. Onto the backhands. McGrath was there. He fires it back out. Here's a shooting chance. What a stop by Owen to deny Buzzio.
So aggressive. Again, he's out of the hash marks there when he releases it. Maybe it's something that, Tomo and the guys will pick up on and maybe try and take an extra step now and again. But it's good play from the Steelers. They're really direct and decisive, which is good, especially, trying to get their season going. It's important.
Good work from Matheson. 2 Flyers are down behind the Steelers' goal, and they've got to get back in a hurry because the Steelers are coming forward in a hurry. McGrath drops it off. Matheson!
Great shot.
The Steelers take the lead. Oh, they needed that. This crowd needed that. This game needed that.
Yeah, certainly. It's definitely been building and just a lot of half chances, but finally goalie sat back a little bit and wasn't as aggressive as he was in the first, and Matheson, a very smart player, and just placed it in the bottom right.
First point of the season for the Steelers defenseman. Player assistant coach this season, and he's broken the deadlock. Steelers couldn't find a pass that would count. Now the Flyers control at centre ice. They're into the offensive zone. The Steelers back in numbers. Although who's going to get to this loose puck first? It is the Flyers, and Pinkston swung right over the top of it, trying to unleash a one-timer. David Phillips has been twisted and tangled down. Nothing called. The Flyers will continue. Real chance here, and they've scored, and the crowd are furious. They feel there should have been a penalty in the build-up, but the Flyers don't care about that because they've got this game tied.
Yeah, it got real ugly there for a minute. A lot of hooking, and I think there should have been a call, but there could have been one the other way too. But it's cost them there. And
it's Berzins with the goal. Don't think it was touched by the screen in front. And the travelling supporters, there aren't many tonight, but they're on their feet for the first time.
Yeah, we spoke about it getting in the goalie's eyes, and I don't think Whistle sees that. He tries challenging, but there's a guy right there. But just all those power plays maybe come back to bite and gave them a little momentum.
So Berzins assisted Crowder, 66 from 80, even strength at 32-40. And the Steelers feel that David Phillips was taken down in the build-up. They were asking for a hook or a hold or a trip or anything really.
Yeah, they
didn't get it.
There should have been a penalty, but unfortunately the refs can't see everything, and it's cost them that. So
Lawrence has checked down. There was nothing wrong with that initially. At least I don't think there was, but we've got ourselves a fight in front. It's Gauthier and it's Lawrence.
2 big boys.
Lawrence is an angry man, and Gauthier is giving him everything he can.
Rightly so. It's a bad hit, and good for Larry to jump up and take it into his own
good
hands.
right hand from Gauthier after he landed a couple of jabs. He's starting to get the upper hand here. Lawrence is a big man. Gauthier can't get him down. Lawrence with a right hand that comes across the cheek. And then a couple more. The officials want to stop it. Lawrence, I think, was happy to keep going. He was starting to turn that one around. De Gauthier had the better of it earlier.
It's two big
and
guys.
A great reception for both men.
It's a great fight. Like I say, the hit was a bad hit, and rightly so. Larry, you know, if someone else doesn't do it, then he's got to go do it himself, and good for him. Maybe what the Steelers need too, with losing momentum a little bit there and it's been a little scrappy, but hopefully this will liven things up again.
Well, they are going to call a late hit.
I don't think it was necessarily late. I think it was more from behind than it was late, but you know, good fight. Two big guys going at it.
No free zone entries so far on this power play. Another one sent around the boards. The Steelers will get to it first. Martinelli got his skate to it. Anyone in orange get their stick to it? Not quite. It's Flyers possession now, and they can get this power play set up. Shot comes through. Whistle makes the save. There's a big rebound. Flyers are going to get to it. They're going to sweep it. Did it get over the line? Yes, it did. Goal is scored. Flyers celebrate, and Shaber has put the visitors on top.
Yeah, just scrapping for these loose pucks. It's ugly. And the ref says it fell in him.
No, we can't tell from that angle, but the referee right on the spot.
Is that goal line technology?
There was last season.
Looking at the power play, I think they got to turn up the tempo a little bit. They're comfortable on the puck, obviously, and it's great to have possession, but they're not really pulling anyone out, and you know, without that and getting in front of his eyes, you're kind of just passing the puck around.
Johnson winds up, save made, but there's a big rebound. The Steelers don't get the shot off immediately, and when they do, the scrambled defence from the Flyers, it certainly hit something on the way through. Not sure if it was Owen or a defenseman. Owen thought about covering it and he couldn't. It's there with Pitts. He'll try and play the pass back. It's a little bit short, but the Steelers do retain possession. Pitt fires it across. It comes back. Matheson, good stop. Owen was unsighted by Owens. Best Steelers power play of the night. Can it get a leveler? It can't. That one deflects away, but pressure continues to build. The crowd's expectant. They want the Steelers to pick up the tempo. They had momentarily, it just dies down. Pitt. Oh, he tried to play the pass to Owens and he just went straight through him. He wasn't quite ready for it. McGrath. Shot through traffic, that got tipped. The Steelers got themselves level, and eventually the power play gets it done. This game is tied at 2.
I think he actually clips the penalty killer up top here and goes top shelf.
Shot from Matheson.
Yeah, it definitely hit something.
Don't think it was Owens. His hands go straight in the air. But it might be another for Matheson. Steelers don't care who gets it or how it goes in. They've got their second goal. They're desperate for 2 points tonight. Matheson. He's been the Steelers' star tonight. Those 2 goals, 1 even strength in the second period and 1 on the power play here in the third. Steelers trying to feed it across. It gets deflected and broken up by the Flyers. They'll force that puck out of the zone quite well.
Heads up.
Oh, and Matheson has had it pinched for him by Buesa. You can see it coming. We're up high here and we can see that play building.
Yeah, it's an easy game up here, but gotta be careful there, making those passes when guys are coming off the bench.
It's the sort of pass that cost the Steelers a goal on Sunday night. As the Flyers move in, Whistle makes a little bit of a stop. I think he got a little bit of blocker on that one. There's a pass from Pitt to Martinelli, who was immediately dispossessed.
Steelers are putting themselves under pressure here, taking the puck back and...
Oh, it's gone through! Whistle was unsighted, and the long shot has put the Flyers back on top.
Yeah, not it's a negative play at times like this, and it's scrappy. You can't take the puck back into your own zone, but bad things will happen, and he's come off his shin too. It's going wide and it hits his shin, but it's a mistake on the wall that costs him badly here.
Matheson has scored 2 at the right end, but inadvertently one's gone in off his shin. The long shot from Pinkston, and the Steelers, who lost 3-2 at home on opening night, are losing 3-2 again tonight. And time is running low. So scored by Rick Pinkston, assisted by Carlo Fanucci and Paul Crowder. 7 from 40 and 80, even strength at 52-36. And the Steelers are behind once more. Jubilant scenes from the handful of Flyers fans down in block 102. And quite rightly. But yet again, the Steelers are being undone by a side playing a good road game. No question about that. But the home team haven't been in control of either of their home games so far this season. And they're facing back-to-back home defeats to start the season.
I think you're going to see a very high trap now from the Flyers. They won't want to stretch at all and take any risks. They'll have 4 guys behind the puck at least, so it's going to be tough to break them down.
Steelers gain the zone. Delarovere plays it across. It takes a while for Lawrence to get the shot off. Puck is bobbling. It might be deflected in, and it is! The Steelers have got the goal. By level in a matter of moments. Scott Pitt has done it for the Steelers. Hat-trick on Sunday, and a crucial equaliser here in the third.
Really fortunate that I think it's the defenseman doesn't get all of his shot, but ball's great for Pitt, and he does what he's done the last couple of games and buries.
Any goal now is a certain winner. It's the Flyers who have the puck and the chance to make that happen. They'll tip this one in deep. Flyers get onto it. Can they play it out for a shooting chance? It's deflected away. It will come out for a long shot, and Whistle got a touch to help it over the top. Flyers trying to provide a late sting. Whistle makes the stop. The Steelers recover. The final few seconds are going to tick away, and both sides are going to get a point from this, and we'll play overtime to see if we can find who gets the extra one. Last chance that the Flyers had as time was ticking down.
Oof. I think it's sailing wide, but
5 on 5. We're underway. First possession to the Steelers. And the key during the overtime period is, can you beat your opponent one-on-one? If you can, you've got an odd number. You've got a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-1. And it's Owens trying to make that happen.
This is where you maybe miss a guy like Dowdy so much. Probably one of the best one-on-one players in the league. And there you go.
Fed across. Owens, can he settle it down? He can score the winner! Oh, what a moment in the Steelers season that might prove to be. Jordan Owens on the backhand, onto the forehand, and into the net for the game-winning goal. Said it might come early. It took 28 seconds.
Yeah, you said it right. He beat his guy to the net one-on-one, and guy lose coverage, and great hands in close to bury that. And
Todd Dutiem says his piece. He's got a point on the road, but I don't think he's too delighted with the way the game ended.
I think fully deserved. He's definitely a standout player tonight.
The Steelers forwards have struggled in front of goal at times in home games this season. So step forward a defenseman. Step forward the Steelers assistant coach, Mark Matheson. Well, he knows what these are all about. He's done these before. And following a Wednesday night overtime victory, the Steelers home crowd can enjoy the first eddy of the league season. Always a poser. And tonight, the Steelers man of the match, following a 4-3 overtime victory. Matheson, Pitt and Owens, the Steelers scorers.
Wow, what a finish. Let's start at the end, and you were the calmest man in the building when it mattered.
Yeah, it might have seemed that way on the outside, but inside after I scored I was pretty happy. It was a big win. You know, we had to win and we found a way, so it was nice to be the guy to score. It's always a feel-good thing, but it doesn't matter, you know, who scored it as long as we get these points early on in the season.
Talk us through the shift.
Well, it was good. It was a big win. I was saying with McGrath in the locker room, like I was just so happy when we got possession off the draw. You know, you never want to end up chasing right off the bat when it comes to overtime, but we were able to maintain possession, and you know, I got to step on a guy, beat him to the net, and the ice was bad. You know, I was surprised that I handled that. I was, you know, pretty pleased, but you know, it worked out.
Now talk us through the rest of the game, because first period we were in total control but just couldn't score, could we?
Yeah, you know, it seemed that way. You know, it felt like we were in control for most of the game, like you said, but we've been stepping on our tail quite a bit lately, penalty trouble and little details that we're trying to clean up as we go. But you know, it's early on, it's a process. You know, it's a new group. We're still working out the kinks. So you know, we still have some work to do, but again, happy to get the points early on.
Show some great character as well, coming back, fighting back, not once but twice to get that, getting the job done. Good teams do that.
Definitely, it definitely brought us close in the room, built a camaraderie amongst the guys, and that's what we need. It's good to do that early on, so we'll have some experience going forward.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tanner, congratulations, a huge 2 points there.
Yeah, it was really good. Good to come from behind there, and I mean, we never really gave up. Felt like we pushed the tempo most of the game, just needed to clean up a few areas.
Yeah, we had control, didn't we, first period, and really would have liked to have come in a couple up.
Yeah, I mean, we were putting lots of pucks on net, getting to the net. He's a big goalie. He played pretty well in the first couple of periods, but felt like we were definitely pushing the pace on them. But we seem to be a little snake bitten here to start the season, but I'm sure we'll start getting it rolling.
I guess the bigger problem would be if we weren't creating chances. We're creating bucket loads, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We just need to find a way to score those 5-on-5 goals. I mean, Pitter got a nice one there. That's huge for us. We've been just kind of struggling 5-on-5, but I'm sure once we get our chemistry together a little more, we'll be better.
We're stood on the Steelers bench right now. Take us back to that overtime shift and Owens' goal, what it was like on here. The relief, I guess?
Yeah, huge relief. I mean, Owens made a really good play there to kind of bump that guy right at the blue line and get some separation. Evan made a really nice pass, and as soon as Owens hit the brakes, we kind of all knew it was in, and huge sigh of relief because we really want to win in this barn, that's for sure.
He was the calmest man in the building, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He always is. Cool Owens.
Paul, firstly, congratulations. A huge 2 points. Mightily relieved, I would have thought, at the end, but talk us through that one for us.
It was, you know, I thought at 1-0. I mean, I think we gave up 3 shots in the first period, 7 in the second, and, you know, we were 2-1 down. And you're thinking, how the hell's this? You know, with the opportunities and the time on the puck. But again, we've got to learn to, you know, be patient, not give away soft goals. I thought our first goal conceded against, I thought Davey got hauled down. And the officials didn't pick that up. And but again, it was a soft one to give up. You know, we swing in a little bit in our own end. And even on the PK goal we gave up, we're swinging again. And we've got to stop and start and be, you know, and solidify in that area. So defensively, there's a lot of good things because we don't give up a lot. But what we do give up isn't very good right now. And what we are giving up isn't very good. But, great character, 2-1 down, and then, you know, we bring it back to 3-2, and we go 3-2 down. 3-2 goal annoyed me. You know, we were outnumbered 3-1 on the far side boards. We didn't win the battle. You know, that's not good enough. It's not good enough. And that's not acceptable. And the puck came all the way around, and we were all, disjointed. And you know, they get a point from the shot from the point. It goes through. No one's picking up the point man. Everyone's flooded to the wall, and it's 3-2. But then Pitter comes back in, scores a great tying goal, and then Owie, who just needed a goal. He really did need a goal. And you know, the work he showed to drive to the net and get it, you know, the offensive positioning, and to take that goal with a big cross check from the D-man, I think, and he jammed it in. But I thought Mark Matheson led our team today. I thought it was jump on my back today, boys. I'll get us through this. So it's nice to be in a position that we're winning, but there's a long way to go, and we do need some help offensively, and I think that's pretty obvious.
I've just heard you say to another journalist who just went out, we're playing too much one-on-one hockey. Explain that for me.
Yeah, we get in the puck. I mean, Buzzio's, for instance, you know, he does a great job. He's on his own, takes the puck into the offensive zone. He's just got to put it deep, get a change. you know, and he tries to beat a guy again, and then gets a penalty in the offensive zone, and then they score on that. And you know, sometimes out of our end, we're bringing pucks back in, and we got great speed this year, and we got to get pucks up quick and attack, re-attack. And I think we're looking to, you know, against good teams, and Fife are a good team. I mean, Fife are a very good team. They've got some high-end skill, but we got to stop and you know, the last 30-second shift, you know, and Whistle made a great glove save. It flicked off the top of his save. But I think again, I don't know if we gave up more than 15 shots tonight. And then we get it in overtime. So we clearly need some help offensively. There's no doubt about that. But I'm really proud of the boys that they kept battling away, and I thought Mark was fantastic for us. How he gets that big goal, you know, from just pure heart, you know, hard work against a smart Fife team that came here to steal the points, and we nearly handed it them.